Hey guys, I hope everybody's staying safe out there. Last couple of weeks I've been working on adding to my solar system, and this is me. I'm building basically the racks. Those are 6x6 posts, and that's the other rack there. And I'm going to show you a close-up shot here of the hinge that basically this whole system pivots on. Those there are little bushings for a category 1 to category 2 3-point hitch. They're just little reducing bushings is all they are. You can get them at most tractor supply places should have them. And a 3/4 inch threaded rod and some 3/4 inch flat washers and bolts, and that makes up the whole hinge. But yeah, anyway, the top of the rack is all constructed out of 2x6. I wanted to use 2x6 for, to have good strength, and definitely use 6x6 posts. Some people may try building this rack out of using 4x4 posts, and I wouldn't advise it because I honestly don't think it would handle the weight. I strongly recommend using 6x6 posts because the 4x4s would probably just snap, especially when you get some wind against them and stuff like that. They would just snap with the weight. So but yeah, and we just used the 3520 cab tractor, the John Deere 3520 cab tractor, and I have a post hole digger on the back, and that's how we dug those holes. We dug 8 of them, and it was pretty quick. Each hole's down about I'd say around 3 foot 8 inches, which is fine. That's plenty deep. And I plan on putting gravel around the bottom of the posts too. Might not get to it this year, but hopefully next year. Just around the posts in the center, just to kind of keep the grass from growing up through there. We'll put some felt down and probably put about, I would say, 3 inches of gravel around the bottom of the posts. That'll just keep the grass down. Won't have to be cutting in around the posts all the time and stuff. So it'll look nice too. But yeah. But I built that other one in the background last year. I actually have a video on it, and it held up really well all last winter. It worked really well as far as the tilting. The only thing I decided to change this year when I added to it was, instead of doing 2 rows of panels, I'm just doing 2 racks with 1 row of panels. I just thought it wouldn't be as much weight and a little easier to tilt. Not that the one in the back is hard to tilt. It's fairly well balanced. So I mean, you can go out there and one guy can pretty well adjust it whichever way it has to be adjusted for the season. But yeah, and I apologize for the camera being so far away. I didn't realize when I set the camera up that it was this far back. This is a GoPro camera I'm using, and at the time I shot this a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't able to get the app working on my phone, so I couldn't see what the camera was seeing, so it was hard to tell. I wasn't sure how far away to put the camera, and I apologize for that. The next videos in the rest of this series are going to be closer up, and hopefully some nicer weather too. It was pretty cloudy and dark this day when I was working on this, so but yeah, it's it didn't rain though, which was good. There was no rain that day. Also, this is part 1 of, it's probably going to be 3 parts. The first part is going to be, in this video, is going to be obviously building the rack. And part 2, I think I'm going to do mounting the panels. And then there'll be a final part, I think, will be doing the wiring. I'll show you guys a little bit about how the panels all connect together. But yeah, to put this all in one big video, it was going to be way too long. So I just decided to do it in 2 or 3 parts. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 3 parts, but we'll see. But I'm pretty positive it'll be 3 parts. But building these so they can tilt, like I wanted to build them so I could change them to the seasons, because while it's nice to have a fixed panel, it's great, you know, it's fixed in one position. It makes quite a bit of difference when you can actually tilt them up and down in the winter and the summer, because you'll get more power when you do that. It makes quite a difference. I didn't realize it, and I'll probably show that in the future here, probably later this summer. On a sunny day, I'll go out and I'll actually adjust one of these panels and show you the difference on the inverter, the amount of power difference it makes. It's quite a bit. I was surprised. I didn't think it would be that much, but it is quite a bit. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions, please comment down below. So I should tell you too, the racks are approximately 24 feet long, and they're about, I believe it was 49 inches wide. And that was a good size. When I mounted the Unistrut rails on there, I put them approximately 48 inches apart, not quite. And it just made for a great mounting of the panels. The panels, by going 24 feet long and then mounting the Unistrut on there, I was able to get 8 panels on each rack, 8 panels wide. So yeah, that's why the one in the background there, I made it was 24 feet. But when you actually get the panels, there's actually some overhang. So I think with the panels on there and everything, it was like 26 feet. There's about a foot overhang on each end with the panels. So And that rack there is approximately 6.5, maybe 7 feet out of the ground. And the one in the front, the other rack, is about 5 feet out of the ground. I decided to tier them a little bit because the one in the back was 8 feet. This one's about 7 feet, and then the one at the front was 5 feet. So I actually probably could have made this one a little bit shorter. I probably could have went 6 feet, but anyway, you can see how easy it is there to tip back and forth. It wasn't very hard to tip back and forth at all. So And here you can see I'm just adding in the center supports. Just kind of marking them out rough. These don't have to be exact. It's not, you know, it's not like we're building a house. It's just a rack, so they don't have to be precise. I just got them approximately the same distance apart. And that's just for better strength. That's all that is. You really should have them in there for strength, because it really makes your rack much tighter, so it won't be so wobbly. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer as many as I can. But yeah, nice little project, and well, I think this was way cheaper than using metal, although the price of lumber has gone up considerably. But I think this cost me, for all this lumber, 6x6 posts and everything, it wasn't a lot of lumber, mind you, but I think it was right in around $1,100 for all this stuff. But I had to get it, so I can't just lay the panels on the ground. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'll try and answer them. Stay safe, everybody.